Habari, welcome to the Molo Show. And today's episode, we're going to be talking about why we make ourselves sick. Because I believe that no entity outside of us is responsible for the reason why we get sick. I believe but the reason we make ourselves sick is because we lack knowledge. Knowledge on how not to make ourselves sick. Because if you are the common man on the street, would you like to get sick? Do you like being sick? The natural answer will be no. If that's the case, why do we make ourselves sick then? How come if we do eventually get sick? It is because we don't know how to not make ourselves sick. We live in a society that has been brainwashing us with the wrong information, teaching us about things that we shouldn't be eating, that we live on a day-to-day basis. We lack knowledge on starch, the impact of starch in our body. We don't know about genetically modified organisms. We don't know about acid-forming food. We don't know about mucus-forming food or food that actually trigger inflammation. And when these things that we live on from the time we were young, because our society has normalized them through the media, every time you go down the street and you go to the shop, you see 90% of the things that are on the shelf, most of them are processed, junk, GMO, starch, right? And so because of that, we grow up in a society that normalizes eating things that are making us sick, the GMO, the starch, the bread, the meat, the dairy. And so when we eventually get sick, we don't know what to look at because everybody else is living the same way. Everybody eats the same food. And so our awareness does not even go into that area that perhaps it could be the food that I'm eating that is making me sick. And that's why we don't know what to do. That's why we don't know what the cause is. And I believe that if we became aware of the fact that we have been programmed by a society to live in ignorance about the things that we eat, then we can have a certain thing that happens in our minds where there is some form of awareness that says something is wrong. If I am eating this way and I eventually get sick, it is the way that I'm eating that is making me sick. But to do that, you need to have the right knowledge. And knowledge normally happens when people suffer pain. And hopefully for you, you can gain this knowledge before you suffer the pain. But if you do indeed find yourself in a situation where you are already sick today, here's what I would advise you to do. You have the power to heal yourselves by doing so. Number one, being aware of the things that are making you sick. The junk, the GMO, the bread, the starch, the meat, the dairy, the things that you're living on a day-to-day basis. And if you can acknowledge the fact that you have been misinformed, even though today you may love those things, it may be your favorite food, it may be you love the taste and the texture of the things that you eat. But if you become aware that you've been misinformed, you can also accept the fact that you can take responsibility to now teach yourself on how to eat right. And in my own research, in my own journey, I have found that there's only one group of food that we should be living on, and that is alkaline food. And once you become aware of alkaline food, or when I became aware of alkaline food and I made the necessary changes and I removed all the acid forming food and the mucus and the dairy food and the starchy food, and I went on that strict plant-based alkaline lifestyle, I was able to heal myself. So I believe that with the right knowledge, there's a scripture in the Bible that says that my people are dying because of lack of knowledge. And so when you have the right knowledge, you are able to heal yourself. And I believe that if you can make yourself sick, you also have the power to heal yourself. I'll catch you on the next episode. Cheers.